You two are going to be
There you
best
go.
friends. I could just tell.
No.
This is how me and Arnie became friends. You're gonna be friends in no time.
Oh shit! Wait, that's how you came from. Did you end up using one, by the way?
Not yet.
Ah, saving for the right moment. Smart man. Smart man. He wags a finger at you. Yeah, smart man. So whatever, man. What the fuck? Why be such a
Y'all
cunt?
should fight. Get it over with.
Already thinks about it for a second. If he beats up a supposedly blind man, does that make him better or does that make him worse?
Well, he's not. Yeah. He's only supposedly blind. We're very confident saying he's either not blind or has other senses to compensate anyways. So it's really a fair battlefield, at least.
I'm game for it, Arnie.
I got 10 on the blind guy.
What the fuck? What the, you got no faith in me.
We have Hold on. We met you. Hold on. I have absolute faith in you. Oh, actually, that's pretty convincing.
Thank you, Jin. Thank you. All right, no, we got bets going. Let's go. Let's have a rumble with this. You sure?
Yeah, Jin's switching. Sure. Ah, damn it! I'm betting on the underdog.
I'm
sure, Blindy. But that's the best insult you got. All right, whatever. All right, you got first swing. You sure? Yeah.
In the room?
Arnie's a bit skeptical at this now.
Arnie throws a bomb at him.
Jin at him. But he did say he gets first swing. He didn't say with his hands.
Jin is going to go and grab the mystifier, whatever it's called, and move it out of the way.
Yeah. Arnie grabs like a stool that's like, a bedside stool. He very slowly and tries to be quiet. He leans down to pick up the stool, and then Theo's standing there with his arms behind his back, waiting. Any minute now. Yeah. I'm just thinking my best angle of attack. Yeah, you're gonna need it. I think the best angle. It's a surprise attack. He throws the stool at him.
It's not a surprise attack if you shout it.
Theo leans backwards, limbo style, and it misses him. Jin's got a point. If you shout surprise attack, it's not a surprise attack anymore. I thought I was doing faster than you can think of. You can do rock to, I understand the logic there, but it's not good logic. All right, my turn. Wait. No, it's all right, man. It's all right. He takes one bound, leap forward, and then just knees Arnie in the stomach. Tap out.
I wanted to do that.
Tap out. You sure? Yeah, I'm sure, mate. Ah, okay.
I mean, he spent all the money on breakfast sandwiches. I imagine he wants to keep it down.
You right, man? You got me under the sternum. Ah, fuck it. My bad, man. You're right. Give me a sec. Give me a fucking sec. Oh, God.
It's
Hey, don't puke, man. Don't puke. I know she's unconscious, or she's sleeping right now, but, don't puke, bro. Help me up, yeah. Yeah. Pulls him up. Don't take deep breaths. That's not the technique. You do not want to take deep breaths after getting kneed in the sternum, bro. Shallow breaths.
Where's the nearest trash can?
Right there.
I'm just gonna scoot a little bit closer. Make sure it's within movement distance of one round.
Yeah. Alright, shallow breaths, bro. Shallow breaths. How the hell did you move that fast? Legs.
That's such a good response.
I mean, it's just facepalm that struggles at that. Oh, bro, better be a comedian.
He's just laughing.
Arnie sits down and I don't know. I was expecting my ass that, to be honest with you. So, maybe you should chill here for a bit too. Yeah, I disagree. Hey, good fight though, bro. He holds out a fist bump. I don't know if I call that a fight. He reciprocates the fist bump, but sure.
Homies.
Oh, fucking hell.
Well.
Need to steal that.
With that settled, Dahlia will turn to Jen. You got anywhere to be? Other than out?
At the current moment, no. A particular reason why?
Do you know where Grover is?
No, he's basically just gotten up. I know where I saw him last, but at the exact second, no, I've mostly just gotten up.
I mean, if what Grover said yesterday were an indication, he probably has heard all this shit. He says he can listen to that. He points to the humidifier.
Slowly turns to humidifier.
I don't know how the fuck he listens to that, but...
Now that she's examining it, she's not looking for anything particular, more just trying to figure out what the fuck it is.
Roll nature.
Will do.
Can I assist with that?
Did Dolly make this inquiry public?
I mean, she's definitely looking at it inquisitively, but she won't say anything yet.
Okay, it's public enough.
So advantage?
Yep.
Dahlia leans in, Jin leans behind them. Yeah, it didn't need it.
It's grafted from multiple plants, some of which aren't even from the same biome. Different climates that they're grown in entirely. It's interesting because the necessity, the aim of grafting is to grab the traits of one thing and apply it to another thing, right? So you want we'll call it the soil enriching capabilities of one plant of the same species, but the fruit of another plant of the same species, right? That's the most common form of grafting.
Mm-hmm.
Tasty fruit, plant don't die easy.
Yep.
So classic case of all human history. Grabbing from 5 different plants is something. And as far as you can tell, they're not from the same species. So there's something else that Grover did that allows them to intermingle with one another. To what aim and end, you're not quite sure, but whatever it is, it definitely is playing to the humidifying element, as well as the sipping, this drinking element from the potion, or whatever the fuck, that concoction that he's left here with you guys. The plant that, the flower, I'll call it, that is spitting out the humidifying mist, is not a plant that normally does that.
Normally it's like toxic or something?
No,
or
as in it doesn't spritz it doesn't spritz anything at all. This plant, you probably have seen it, not this specific one, but a similar archetype of it in the Dria Peninsula.
At home.
It's like a nectar trap.
Oh!
Yeah, so normally those don't spit anything. They just
It's a weeping bell.
wait.
A trap. Yeah, they just wait. Trap insects.
Yeah, but it's clearly some element of its nectar producing capability that is being utilized. But there's something else that has to be grafted that's causing the spritzing element of it, or some mutation. You don't know.
Yeah, can she try and look further into that specifically? Like, just looking at the plant, like, where's the spritzing coming from? From the
It has plant
bell?
lungs.
Or...
23. The thing that's causing it to spritz is a piece that's grafted in, another part that's grafted into it, albeit it's really hidden in there. It's almost like, the nectar flower is making a pool of the nectar at the bottom. Which she
assumes is going to be the thing that's being drank up, like the potions being drank.
Correct. There is some sort of fungal thing in the bottom of this flower that is doing the actual spritzing.
Oh,
spores,
that makes
but, like,
sense.
Not spores technically. It's not sending out spores, but it's the same delivery mechanism.
Yeah, but the idea of spores. This whole time, she's, like, slowly walking up to it, tilting her head one way, then she'll, like, straighten her face, or her head, and then tilt it the other way. She's looking at different angles and considering things. It sure is something. What does it smell like, if anything?
Let me think of the concoction, because that's what the smell would be based out of.
Mm-hmm.
It smells like peppermint to make sure bugs aren't in the room.
Eucalyptus is probably the key, the central part of the scent. Eucalyptus is sometimes known as the gum tree, or a gum tree. Good for oral symptoms, things like that.
Okay. And looking at the concoction at the bottom,
You
you know,
no
she
clue.
can. I was gonna say she can assume there's that in it, but no clue otherwise.
No.
And he said he can listen through this thing.
That's what he said yesterday.
Oh wait, he said that? Oh, I thought that was just Arnie making an assumption.
No, Grover said he can hear you. Like, that's why he doesn't... Because that's why Arnie's presence isn't necessary in the building. Because Grover knows when you guys wake up, because he can hear it. But Arnie still did it anyways.
This is quite something. Got a question for you when I find you next. She's talking to the plant.
It spritzes. Psh. 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 Oh man, apparently grows from the Dream Rapids, and they got some weird fucking nature stuff there, so he shrugs, not that surprised that he knows this sort of stuff. And because he is an Ash Warden, and they are rather knowledgeable in esoteric knowledge. That too. Theo, Ted is nodding sagely, like, yes, this all makes sense.
Yes, I'm knowledgeable in this.
He takes a sip from his gourd.
Jen, so you can take me to where you last saw him?
Sure. The walking around would be beneficial.
Nod.
And he would. After the
Before
tour
we
guide,
split up for
okay.
the day, do you want to agree on a place and time to reconvene?
Before we head out?
I suppose.
Yeah, I'll know the place best.
Yeah.
Never been outside this building yet.
Yeah, she puts her hands up in defense, like, I don't know where I am right now. I don't think she doesn't even know she's in Gravos right now.
We're actually on a boat.
That's just the animals.
Y'all, my head is lagging.
I suppose our dinner invitation has been postponed, and if you're heading out for a day, I suppose back here?
More than a day, isn't it?
It was like a day and a half there and then same back. Or a day there and a day back. It would be...
This is under the assumption that Shroud doesn't also have some ability to make you guys go faster.
Exactly. The safe assumption is probably 3 days full travel. It might be a bit shorter if Shroud has something unexpected. It might be longer depending on what happens. Recovery, monsters, stuff.
Then a regrouping point might be pointless, because plans change and all that. I will likely be either working with Nova or helping Mother Lois with the refugees, if I can. So you'll probably find me there.
Want us to find you before we leave?
Not necessarily, as long as you find me when you get back.
I mean, low as I am to say it, you could ask one of the progeny to help you. They got that flying one. Flapper, they call him.
And what is that again?
Oh, you'll find out very soon.
Yeah, you'll know when you see him.
It's very much you should see it and see it rather than be described it.
Where are we? By the way, no one told me that yet.
We're in Kravos, or at least that's what they say we're in. Like Ted whispers, leans in close conspiratorially. That's what they say.
Depending on how close he leans in, you can probably feel her ear flicker.
Why are you doing this? Why are you like this? Why are you spreading this paranoia?
I don't believe their lies. He walks away.
Jin, there's a second where Dahlia narrows her eyes at you.
You're going to believe the blind homeless man over the person that went through war for you. With you.
Oh, that's a pretty good point, yeah.
I'm not saying I trust either of you.
You are fair. Say bipartisan.
That's good. That's good. Be skeptical of everything. That's a good way to go about life.
It's a rather sad way to go about life.
To make friends.
You don't gotta vocalize being skeptical and everything. I'm just saying. Just, detach side of his word. But, hey, you guys are going to the Taylor. Yeah, that's what it's called. Taylor, right? I'll go Fierce.
Yes.
I'd probably use some new duds. He gestures by putting like half of his arm through one of the holes of his current cloak, wiggling his fingers at the end of it. Probably use some new duds.
Getting rid of the homeless look would help.
Hey, I am quite proud of this homeless look, and also it's called vagrant. Vagrant look, right?
Well, you're
It's a
rocking the vagrant look real
Thank you.
well.
Thank you. I think I have this like disheveled hotness about me, but that's
Do you-
okay. I
do
think
you
it's
have
only
money-
you, mate.
Mm.
Do you have the money to pay for your own
look pretty
clothing,
bad if we're
or
being honest.
Okay.
At least brush your hair. You got sticks and shit.
You
poking
know,
out
this
of it.
kind of reminds me of a story. It's called The Mysterious Vagabond.
Oh yeah? How's it end? Is the vagabond like super awesome?
Kind of, yes.
I don't need to hear any more of the story. I can fill in the blanks myself.
you didn't hear any of the story? You heard the thing alive.
That's not this. He's just like, wait. I think this is how oral traditions work, but in the wrong way, in the abusive sort of way.
I thought he was gonna say, I think this is how oral traditions die.
Kind of, a little bit.
All right. Whatever. Let's get out of here. She looks at Roma. Don't worry, I'll keep tabs on her. She quirks an eyebrow at him.
Yeah, quirks an eyebrow at him.
I don't appreciate you guys looking at me like that. All right, I've turned a new leaf. I'm a
Is
better
it a
man
good
now.
leaf? Or is it rotten on
You-
the other side,
bro-
too?
You're a better man, dude. You're checking her ass yesterday.
It wasn't even that subtle.
I'm still a man.
As the bodyguard, I would just like to say, if anything happens to her, I will kill you.
Grover's saying Grover can hear all this.
As he says that, it cuts over to Jin, who leaned over and says, "Hey, Grover, can you make this thing watch him?"
It spritches per its regular cadence.
Thanks.
That's all.
Karis leans forward, looks Arnie in the eyes very closely.
I swear, I haven't put Arnie's tokens in here the whole time. Arnie's token.
Will you be a gentleman in our absence, Arnie?
I
Pulls out my sickle.
will be a
You're a good
gentleman. I will be a gentleman in your guys' absence. Promise. That being said, I might still like stare at her every now and again. Just that's such an instinct. I'll try to catch myself. I mean, at least he's truthful about it.
You know what?
I suppose
shrugged.
it's still strange.
Yeah,
I give him a pat on the shoulder. Good man.
Don't worry, Jin. As Ted explained to you yesterday, one day, you know, the birds and the bees, and Ted just goes with walking out.
I throw a
The
pillow
what?
at him.
What's the birds and the bees?
What do birds and bees
Because
have to do with each other?
Arnie.
At Arnie. Like, silence winch!
You know, Badger, in some cultures is a euphemism or a metaphor that parents sometimes use when explaining procreation to their children.
That's stupid and confusing. Talia from the other side.
I know, they don't even interact that way!
I think I understand.
They're talking about fucking. They're talking about fucking,
Ow.
mate.
Okay, yeah, now I got it.
Yeah, there you go. There you go.
What do goblins do in that? No, I don't need to know, actually. I take that back.
I always thought they just figured it out.
Yeah, we gotta just figure it out.
I don't think they have time for that either.
Oh, they do. They
Too
do.
much killing to do. War.
So,
Stupidness.
stupidness.
Stupid other shit that we do.
Amen to that, bro. Amen to that. I feel like it's like outside, like waving his finger through the door. We're like, hell yeah, dude, hell yeah. So, you guys begin departing, going in respective directions. Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's go to Taylor Crew first, because you guys are still relatively local in town. You guys begin making your way to the destination Arnie described. It is a quote-unquote tailor shop, or a general fabric working shop on the east part of town. Not the perimeter of town, fortunately. Still like, you know, relatively centralized. You guys are walking down that formerly cobbled path that winds through town. It goes the ruined trail, I'll call it, goes through the town from east to west, or west to east, whichever direction you want to defer. But there's still some segments which do pop up, like some of the cobbles that still remain even through time and weathering. So it is currently you two and Ted and Ace. As you guys are walking through town, Ace is happily like just sort of playing around as you guys are walking, going after. There's like a moth that he chases after for a moment. He comes back with a stick at some point. Classic pupper behavior. He does like bark and yip and woof. There is a one point where he does bark a couple of times at you, Badger, and then Ted just goes, "Yeah, you said it, dude."
What is he saying? What do you know?
He stops at that. I mean, he's just saying that guy over there smells. He points out this relatively. He's not fat, but he's like lumberjack built guy over there carrying a crate.
Oh yeah, that guy definitely.
You don't understand him?
No, I don't. I used to.
You used to.
Yeah,
Okay, that's because he's been like talking at you like
oh.
as if you did understand him this whole time, and I just thought like you just weren't like responding back.
I couldn't do that to him. I love him.
Yeah, he knows it, dude. Don't worry. He knows it.
Badger is a better person than that.
Hey, that's good. Good on you for proving goblin stereotypes wrong.
Thank you both. Caradoc, that meant a lot.
Although they do say like goblins and wargs have like some connection, deeper connection thing.
What's a warg?
It's like a wolf except goblin. I don't know. It's like they're made like from wolves technically, or they originally were made from wolves technically, but then there's like wild magic that got involved at some point, so now they're a bit more monstrous. You think so? Like, thanks for a second. Monstrous is a pretty rough word.
Just imagine goblin dog, but not exactly.
Yeah, not much dog. Just hound is probably the better word for it.
Fascinating.
Yeah. Hey, while we're talking, got a question for you, man. Points at you, Badger.
Yeah.
That I got you here all alone, even though we're walking in the middle of the street.
This isn't ominous at all.
No, I that thing in your pack. What is
which
it?
one?
I don't know. I can't see it.
There's also something I want to talk to you about, Badger, but I'll wait for Ted to finish.
I mean, the only thing I picked up recently is this dagger.
Which is what I wanted to talk to you about.
Same, bro. Same.
Should I put it away?
No, it's fine. Like, I don't think anyone else can hear it.
Okay. What about it?
Where'd you get it?
Yeah, where did you get that?
I got it from a beautiful woman.
Okay, don't take this the wrong way, dude. You have how little that narrows it down? Do you understand how little that narrows it?
Okay. Yeah, I got it from a beautiful woman called the Briar Queen.
Huh. Interesting.
Have I met this woman?
You definitely met the Briar Queen.
But he never told me that she was the Briar Queen.
Oh,
Unless
the
I missed
Briar
that.
Queen is
Did you guys
the girl from
not?
the bar.
Did you guys not? Did you not?
Maybe he
disclose it?
did when I was absent. Maybe that's why.
No, I'm pretty sure she just mentioned that she was the Briar Queen, didn't she?
I didn't hear it. Like, there was only like Badger and I think Hawk were the only two that heard it.
Right,
When
because
she said, "Feel my reach."
him. She grabbed him, pulled him in, and whispered to him, and then Hawk eavesdropped and heard it.
Mm-hmm.
What's Blanket stabbing in now? Would Badger have ever brought it up since then?
Yeah, he probably would.
Oh,
Okay. So you're good. We're good. So you know who she is.
Oh.
Yeah, she kind of put it in my bag, but I think that just means she loves me.
She what? She put it in your bag?
Yeah, I love the crazy ones. What can I say?
Dude. dude. He puts a hand over his head. Like, he's like patting it. I feel that. Sometimes, you know?
When, Badger?
Right before the town got destroyed.
And is Badger currently holding the dagger?
Yes.
Yeah, it seems so.
Yes, he still has it out.
Do I still feel the...
Oh, yeah.
Ugh.
It sort of slipped past you recently, but now that he's pulled it out, it's much less now. But which is why it takes him pulling it out and publicly presenting it, no barrier in the way for you to feel it again. But it's still there, just weaker.
Ted, you don't happen to know anything about this dagger?
Nah. Both of you can roll insight. Yes.
Definitely.
Do it at advantage. I mean, you could get better than that. Good if you roll one more time.
Oh, me? Okay, I thought Badger was at advantage.
No, both of you were on advantage. He appears to be lying.
I do
But
not
what do you
appreciate
know?
the deception.
Guys, come on. You're putting me in a real rough spot here.
Then don't lie.
He's like looking up at the sky and groaning. Yeah. Alright. Busting my balls here. Alright. Yeah, I know about it. Know a lot. Well, not about that. He puts the dagger. He does not miss when he points at it. But stuff about it.
Why do I feel a Eulonian Newman's presence on the dagger?
That is a good fucking question. I puts a finger, wags a finger. I don't know that.
Have you been to my hometown, Badger?
No. I can guarantee you I haven't.
Have you been to Euglonia
Because-
before?
No, he was fresh from Makar. All the way
Yeah,
up to,
so you coasted through the free roams, yeah.
Interesting, because I feel I'm from Casa Rosa. I think I've told you about it. Roses are featured heavily in our culture.
Your motifs.
Looking closer at the dagger, are there any... I'm assuming there are both thorns and flowers worked somewhere into the detailing of this dagger?
Technically, no.
No.
The grip is relatively featureless. It's smooth, nice, polished. There are two figures on the blade itself, one on each side.
Oh, okay.
One is, you would assume, is the Briar Queen, and that has the roses and thorns and stuff like that on it. The other one, you guys have no clue.
Looking at the other figure, it looks very different from any depiction of the Retaliator.
Yeah. This figure has, it's compared to the Briar Queen, who's very public, like, not public, blatant with her iconography, right? She definitely did not hide that she was an elf, that she was a briar disposition and motif, stuff like that. This other figure, you can't see their face, they're hooded and masked, they are, in a word, road weary, right? Like, they are weathered, well-traveled, and stuff like that. They have a multitude of weapons on them, of different assortments. Range, melee, the works. There is one thing that is, I guess, would be the signature about it, is that one of the eyes has, like, this, like, piercing, like, glow about it, right? So you know how, like, in, like, animes, they have, like, that, like, glowing eye sort of thing, like Goblin Slayer? Yeah, there has, one of their eyes is that one. Has, like, that element about it. Which is impressive, given that this is all engraved on the blade of a dagger. Very, very intricate and ornate work.
The energy or presence is fainter now than when you first rejoined us during the whole confrontation with Arena. It was much stronger then.
Actually, can both of you roll me investigation? Or one of you have advantage, either one.
I've got a flat 0 to mine, so if you want
I
to
got
roll,
a
Badger,
flat 0 as well.
well, it is your dagger, so why don't I help you?
16, not bad. There is something that is very faintly present that you almost missed on initial glance that is barely etched into the other figure's symbol, their silhouette, if you want to call it that, their depiction. Their armor, either built into the armor or just above the armor, it does look as if they're being embraced, hugged from behind. But there's no picture or evidence of the person embracing them. Like, it's like disembodied arms hugging them from behind. Very, very lightly engraved, to the point, again, you might miss it amidst all the other details that are baked onto their kit, and they do have a hefty kit of gadgetry and stuff like that from the looks of it.
I kind of like it. I was going to hold on to it.
I mean, we're not taking it from you. Right? We're not taking it from people who say you carry it up.
Right?
No,
Right.
that would be stealing.
See, there you go. That'd be stealing. And we don't do that. Right? See, back to you.
Right?
Of course not.
Right.
It's
See?
a crime.
Well, thank
It's a
you.
crime. It's a crime. And we don't do crimes. We're cool. We stay in school.
You could stop now.
Alright. So you got that dagger after it was embedded into your back. And he points at you, Karadok. It's somehow related to your Newman out in Casa Rosa?
Yes.
Quite the mystery. Let me know if you find the answer to that.
Thinking about it, have I heard any stories pertaining to the Retaliator
Plenty.
about adventures outside of Eulonia, maybe something involving
Technically no, but
obscured enemies?
technically no, but there's a reason I have to say technically, because it's core to every knight of the Clover Court that they quest when they are
Yes.
knights. They become knights after questing, right? They gain their rapport, their fame. They basically earn their Newman status.
Yeah, let me rephrase the question a little more specific. Would there be any stories, quest related, that connects the Retaliator to the Dream Rampant or anything nature-esque? Think Green Knight.
No.
No,
There is
okay.
not. He has technically quested outside of Eulonia, but that is solely because when he quested, Eulonia wasn't as big as it was now.
Got it.
Right? So when he became a Newman of Casa Rosa, the borders of Eulonia expanded with that. He quested around his hometown. His hometown didn't have a a designated Knight Newman. It's still within Eulonian territory and its edges of light, but it was not, you wouldn't define them as like in the border of Eulonia's light fully. Like a layman, you would argue that they are a free roamer town, you can get assimilated into Eulonia.
Yeah.
Looks at Velcaster, sort of like that. So, technically, no, you did not, but, at this point, it is Eulonian territory.
I imagine I would be telling Badger this as I'm thinking about it and looking at the dagger, informing him of the very odd connection, and seemingly lack thereof.
The Retaliator, a lot of the stories of the Retaliator, how to say, how to say this? They depict him as an Avenger. I'm talking about the Marvels. Right? He is a knight.
Makes sense with the moniker.
Yeah. He delivers justice on the behalf of those weaker, right? So a lot of his quests are in regards to meeting an threatened town or a weaker person and then defeating or silencing, neutralizing, whatever we want to determine it as, the problem that is beset upon them. It is quite prominent of like the responsibility of someone that is powerful is to use it in the defense of people that are not as powerful as them.
Like us with Velcaster, except it blew up.
Except the
Yeah.
yeah. So a lot of the stories related to Retaliator is that. That being said, roll me your religion. That's pretty much a religion roll here.
Religion. Where's my religion? There it is. Oh, inspiration! Inspiration!
That was the first now one day. Oh my god!
It's a fucking 2!
Oh my god! That sucks. There's no two ways about that. That sucks, bro. That sucks. Woo-wee! Yeah, there's a lot of stories and stuff about the Retaliator. I tell you what, my stomach's acting up. We'll do a 10-minute break, and if you can think of anything in that time to give you a reroll, we'll come back to that. Be right back.
I'm only half paying attention because I'm making myself food, but I heard you need a reroll. How important is it to you?
It's a religion role connected to the dagger the Briar Queen threw at Badger, but somehow it has the presence of Caradox Hometown's Newman on it.
Yep.
I am super curious.
I am as well. I got a dirty trick. I don't know if I'll be able to use it, but this is kind of me and Badger involved too, you know?
I don't think a Yolomian Newman is gonna respond that well to a dirty trick, though, is the thing.
Wouldn't it be funny, though? Wouldn't it be funny?
No.
Alright, well, if you two deem that it is important enough, you can take my inspiration.
Gladly. Thank you.
Well, no matter what, Badger knows what he needs to do with the dagger.
Yeah?
Yes.
What do you need to do with it?
Use it in defense of others.
That shouldn't be hard,
See,
right?
that's the big brain right there.
You're a good guy, right?
Yeah, I'm a good guy.
Totally.
I'll use my fist if it's a somewhat good guy I have to beat up.
Hey, I have to kill you, but I can't use this knife to do it, so I'm just gonna punch you in the neck. Sorry.
Sometimes you help others by killing the thing that's hurting them.
Exactly.
Yeah. Plot twist, you just need
I
to
mean,
use
what is a cure to disease if not the murder of millions of bacteria?
This is an antimicrobial knife. Whoa! What the fuck's a microbe?
Man, if I roll a fucking 3 or a nat 1 again, it's just gonna...
I'm gonna be
Fuck.
pretty upset with you. Just so you know.
Yeah, me too.
I won't be upset at you for it, but I will be upset.
I'll be upset at the dice.
We'll all be upset.
I can feel my tinfoil itching. I think before we reach for Neednut's inspiration, I have an idea.
Ooh,
When we first met Badger, we had a little bit of a discussion about him being a goblin, as you may recall. And I asked him, what if I treat you as an equal? And then he's like, oh, no, totally fine. I'm going to stick around. And if you remember, what Caradoc did is that he gave Badger a solemn vow to treat him as his equal.
Oh.
And that is what he has been doing.
Oh, wow.
That is true.
Guys, calm down. Peyton, don't be like that.
Yeah, Peyton, don't be like that.
My sisters are fighting. Okay, well, both of you stop. And silence ensues. My sisters are fighting.
Hey, Fred, I got a quick question for you.
Yeah, shoot.
When writing, because my wife wants to start writing a book. When writing a book, where's the best place to start?
Start anywhere. Don't think too much about whether or not what you're writing is start to finish. You don't start, generally, you don't need to start writing the first sentence of the book first. So if you're struggling with, okay, this is so big, where do I start? The best thing is to just start. Write down the first thing that comes to your mind. Write the first scene that pops into your head.
I'm gonna hand her the headphones real quick so you can explain this to her.
Yeah, sure.
Come on. No, it's okay. She's a little socially awkward. I will say, come on. It's okay. They understand. Come on.
Everyone's welcome
Come
here.
on. Come on. Everybody's welcome. I'll just unplug the mic so you can hear them. Come on.
That work.
Get over here.